Hi, I'm Jeremy, the founder of Focus Bear. I'm an ADHD, that is, I am autistic and have ADHD, and I built Focus Bear to help me to deal with some of the challenges I faced around getting distracted easily and not being able to prioritize and plan my tasks well. Since then, we've grown to have more than 10,000 people use the app, and recently we were awarded a grant from the National Disability Insurance Agency that allows us to provide the app for free to 2,000 Australians with disabilities. I'm delighted to offer this opportunity to you. To get the free access to the app, you don't need to be on an NDIS plan. You just need to be someone who identifies as being disabled, which could be being autistic, ADHD, dyslexia, and so on. And as a result, you'll get free access to the premium version of the app for 2 years, which is the link to the grant. And after that, you're welcome to continue using it either on the free plan or paying for the subscription, which is $5 per month. To get you started, you'll fill out a form where you'll book a time with us to go through an initial training and setup session. That's going to be over Zoom. You don't have to have your camera on, and it's mandatory to make sure that you set up the app effectively. And then if you need any help afterwards, we provide free support via email, WhatsApp, or Zoom calls. If you're on your phone, you can jump onto this link here using the QR code. Or if you're seeing this on the website, you'll see it right here. You just book a time via this form here. I'll explain some of the key parts of the app. We've based the app on a combination of lived experience with more than 200 people doing interviews and giving us feedback on the app and 10,000 people having used it. And we also did a study last year where we looked at the effectiveness at the app in reducing ADHD symptoms, and we found that it led to a statistically significant and clinically meaningful reduction in ADHD symptoms. And we're following that up with more research this year. The philosophy behind the app is that it solves 4 key challenges. The first one is that it is often hard to avoid getting distracted if you have ADHD, and it's often hard to plan and organize tasks well. What the app does is it blocks distractions. You tell it you want to focus, and it blocks distractions on your phone and on your computer. On the computer, it even uses AI to check whether a website is distracting or not. It can limit the number of tabs you have open to avoid having 200 tabs open and just vigorously multitasking, and instead help you to do one thing at a time. To help with prioritizing, we have our own prioritization framework called the TOP framework, which helps you to identify which tasks are most important to do right now based on the urgency, the importance, and the effort, or the time, pressure, outcome, and perspiration. And we have a formula then that ranks tasks based on that. And it means that you'll do the ones that really need to be done and that you have the energy for first. I had great feedback about the app overall, that the blocking, even though it seems like it might be something that you wouldn't like, that it actually really helps with productivity and people don't mind subjecting themselves to it. The second part of the philosophy is making work enjoyable, combating task aversion. To help with that, we have our cute bear sona mascots. You can choose from the standard bear, pirate, jester, cheerleader, and so on. And the idea is the bear acts as your productivity sidekick. And it will nudge you back on track, but it's a cute bear, so you can't get angry at it. We weave in the Pomodoro technique, which helps with task aversion. The idea is that if you've got something hard that you don't really want to do, that you just start working on it for a little bit. And once you get into it, you normally will want to keep going. So if you choose 25 minutes, when 25 minutes counts down, sometimes you might actually want to keep going, and so you can extend the focus session at that point. We have focus music to help you to get into the zone, and we help you understand your level of productivity and what you get distracted by through our awareness features. One key thing is to avoid being time blind. We've got an app that's part of Focus Bear called Late No More, which is like a calendar alert, but a lot more obvious. It flashes at you and then it starts talking to you when it's time for the meeting, so you are never late again. Our time tracker feature helps you understand where you're spending your time. That helps you to know whether you're actually working enough and whether you're allocating your time in the right areas. Finally, we have our recharge features. These help with burnout, which is very common in ADHD and autistic people, and with sleep. The first feature is around building routines. You can tell Focus Bear what you want to do in the morning and the evening, and at other times with our custom routine feature. and you can embed YouTube videos like this yoga video. And the idea is that by doing exercise and meditation in the morning, it is much easier to then focus throughout the day. To avoid burnout, we have a smart break feature where it notices when your attention is starting to drift, and it encourages you to get off your computer for a little bit and maybe do some push-ups or just go have a drink of water and come back to it with a fresh mind. As well as that, we support people who might have dyslexia as well with our dyslexic-friendly font option. We have dark mode, and we're very careful with your data. We have high levels of security. We adhere to the GDPR framework around privacy. Look forward to helping you be productive, peaceful, and punctual through the app. You can book a time to get started.